CCSO takes the suspect in a multi-county pursuit and carjacking into custody.
Plus, convicted of crimes against the elderly, a woman learns her fate on this week's Rambosk Report. Welcome to the Rambosk Report. I'm Andrea Jones.
And I'm Adam Fisher. We begin with the story you probably heard about, that multi-county pursuit involving a carjacking. Now we want to share video with you that you probably haven't seen from above. CCSO's Aviation Bureau kept track as 40-year-old Fritz and Paul reached speeds of 100 miles per hour trying to evade law enforcement. He was wanted by Lee County as part of a theft ring, and after making his way into Collier County, he stole a car from a Naples garage. Trying to elude deputies, Paul went through the I-75 toll area. That's where CCSO performed a successful pit maneuver and took Paul into custody. You're going to see that maneuver coming up right here. Paul's Collier County charges include carjacking, home invasion, and fleeing from law enforcement, among others. He also faces charges out of Lee County and Broward County.
And a 69-year-old woman has been sentenced to 10 years in prison for the exploitation of her elderly neighbors in a case which began back in 2019. A CCSO investigation found Lynn Keller swindled the couple, an 81-year-old woman in hospice care and her 87-year-old husband, who was in a nursing facility at the time, out of more than $100,000 in jewelry, cash, and a new car. You're seeing some of that evidence now. Keller was found guilty by a jury in November. In addition to her prison time, the judge in the case also ordered Keller to pay $112,000 in restitution.
Meanwhile, a 28-year-old Immokalee man is in custody for the second time in just a few months on felony drug charges. Deputies pulled over Edgar Lopez when he had just stopped in the middle of an intersection despite a green light. In talking to Lopez, deputies smelled marijuana and found 2 containers full of it in the trunk, along with a scale. In his front pocket was a baggie containing meth. He's now charged with possession of drugs and drug paraphernalia. Lopez was out on bond for similar charges from a November arrest.
Do you want to know more about the Collier County Sheriff's Office and how we do what we do, especially in your community, what we're focused on, our priorities? If you have the time, stop by one of our Coffee with a Cop events. The next installment is at the Duncan in Ave Maria from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m.
That's a great event to go out and get to meet us and see our deputies. Another great way to meet our deputies is this Saturday's Swamp Buggy Parade, which is ahead of Sunday's Swamp Buggy Races, a fun Naples tradition that I'm sure you love going out to every year, correct?
That's right. Sheriff Rambosk will join the parade, which starts at 10 a.m. along US 41, Fleischman Boulevard, and heads south to 5th Avenue. We'll leave you with some images from parades of years past. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week.